Versatile Mage. Chapter 354. Tang Yu's Secret. Mo Fan was thinking of taking a rest in Tang Yu's apartment when the mature, gorgeous teacher walked toward him in loose cotton knitwear. Her long legs above a pair of high heels were absolutely stunning. Humph, her sexiness and charm were definitely something that many young girls were jealous of, and yet something that they could not mimic with makeup. "What are you staring at?" The charming teacher rolled her eyes at Mo Fan. She had yet to meet any guy who was more impolite than Mo Fan. It felt like he desperately wanted to stick his eyes onto her body. Did he know what a peeper was? Did he have any face? "Miss Tang Yu, I believe if we had more teachers like you in the middle schools, the parents would never have to worry their kids would somehow become unstraight during the growth," blabbed Mo Fan. Tang Yu could feel her cheeks burning. She uttered a harumph before leading the way. She was not in the mood to waste her time with this little jerk. Mo Fan quickly followed behind and asked, "Where are we going?" "Nowhere in particular." Tang Yu stretched like a noble cat that had just woken up from a nap. Mo Fan cast a glance in the direction of the district Tang Yu was heading to. He took a deep breath before catching up to her. When Tang Yu saw Mo Fan was half a step slower than her, she could not help but giggle. Was it really that scary? Mo Fan nodded. He believed that even in his demonized form, the skyscraping snake would still kill him instantly. "Let me tell you a story." Tang Yu reduced her pace and walked side by side with Mo Fan. "Is it something to do with the snake?" asked Mo Fan. "It's something to do with me." Tang Yu wore a charming smile. Should we start with Once Upon a Time? Of course. Tang Yu glared at Mo Fan. Mo Fan obediently shut his mouth, no longer trying to disrupt the atmosphere. Tang Yu was walking at a slow pace. Her high heels tapped on the ground in a slow rhythm, which was fairly pleasant to the ears. A pleasing scent from her hair, mixed with her favorite perfume, would come whenever a breeze swept past them. It was fairly attractive, giving any man the urge to dive into her mature, alluring body and sniff it all out. Mo Fan was quite fond of Hangzhou, as he would always be accompanied by beautiful women here. At least, that was what he thought a week ago. "My hometown is a small village surrounded by small lakes. The village is actually scattered by the lakes. If the sections were joined together, it would be the size of a town." Tang Yu's eyes flickered with a nostalgic gaze. It did seem like she actually lived in a village surrounded by lakes. "My village was surrounded by mountains," said Mo Fan. "Hey, stop interrupting me." Tang Yu glared at Mo Fan. Mo Fan shrugged and shut his mouth. "In addition to that, our village is also located outside of the safe zone. Most people in the village are magicians. Even the girls who seemed they could not even stand a gust of wind would be outstanding hunters here." Tang Yu paused for a moment and purposely glanced at Mo Fan with a grin. "Why didn't you ask me why?" Mo Fan was speechless. "Aren't you the one that warned me about interrupting you?" He quickly joined the play and asked, "So, why was that?" As he asked the question, he suddenly realized that the village did sound weird. It was still reasonable for the entire village to be powerful magicians, as there were certain places that had more talented people. However, since the village was not located in the safe zone, it also meant that it was in the demon beasts' territory. Even a city would be overrun with demon beasts fairly quickly if it were located outside the safe zone, let alone a small village without outstanding defense. "It's because our village is under the protection of a god," Tang Yu smiled. Her eyes were like crescents. "Under the protection of a god?" Mo Fan was confused. "That's right, we're never worried about being infiltrated by demon beasts. Due to the presence of the god, you wouldn't find a single demon beast within 10 kilometers of the village," said Tang Yu. "Can a god actually do that? I thought they could only comfort one's soul," said Mo Fan. "Not the god that we worship." "Then tell me who the god you worship is. Maybe I should pay him a visit soon, so he would look after my hometown too," Mo Fan joked. "You already met." Tang Yu winked at Mo Fan. Mo Fan was dumbfounded. Since when did he visit the god? However, for some reason, Mo Fan's mind was instantly filled with the face of the skyscraping snake. He recalled its deep eyes. If he were to describe it, that beast did stand there like a deity. Mo Fan shuddered. He looked at the smiling Tang Yu in disbelief. He subconsciously took a few steps back with a stiff expression, not knowing what to say for a long moment. Tang Yu continued to stare at Mo Fan, smiling. Mo Fan was always indifferent towards spiritual stuff. Frankly speaking, he was simple-minded when it came to things like religion. He was far from a sentimental person. Tang Yu thought there was nothing he would be afraid of. Even if there were anything that scared him, he would still try to overcome it with his signature black humor. However, the skyscraping snake had somehow gotten into Mo Fan's nerves, thus Tang Yu could not help but have the urge to tease him further. Miss Tang Yu, please don't joke with me like that. It took Mo Fan quite some time to utter the words. I'm not joking. Tang Yu was still wearing the same smile. Your village, is everyone a snake person? Asked Mo Fan. Tang Yu rolled her eyes and blurted out, please, we're all humans. Humans? But you're worshipping a snake as a god. Mo Fan failed to comprehend it. Did you even study history? Tang Yu was speechless at how lazy Mo Fan was in his studies. Not really, please enlighten me. Mo Fan could feel his conception of the world crumbling. The history classes in school should have mentioned it, but not much. It's also a secret of our village, and we don't usually tell outsiders about it, unless, Tang Yu paused. Unless I become a son-in-law, interjected Mo Fan. Humph, who wants scum like you? Snapped Tang Yu. I didn't say you. I would think that your village still has other girls, replied the garrulous Mo Fan. Come with me, I'll take you somewhere, ordered Tang Yu. Not a chance. A strange village like yours would surely do something crazy, like offering living sacrifices. I'm not interested in your secret, and I'm not going. Mo Fan shook his head heavily. I think you've been watching too many movies. Tang Yu felt like crying and laughing at the same time. Chapter end. Please guys like, comment, share, and subscribe.